All right, guys, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to my channel. So I'm sure by now you've all heard about Akaash Singh's wife, Jasleen Singh, and all the wild things that she was saying on her podcast. Now, when I tell you this not only transcended the Flagrant podcast, they eventually had to invite her on so she can discuss some of the crazy things that she'd been saying. And you could tell from the jokes that were made to the sarcasm in the Flagrant boys' voices that, like the rest of the world, they didn't believe anything Jasleen was saying. But since Akaash is their boy, they kind of just made lighthearted jokes about everything. I mean, honestly, I don't think anyone that has eyes or ears believed anything she was saying, from the body language to the excuses she made. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. And I mean, she discussed a lot of wild things, from past college hookups to not wanting to sign a prenup to wanting to have an orgy. She even talked about anal. And mind you, she brought all this to the light herself by talking about it on her podcast. But we're going to talk about the most juicy things that everyone has been talking about and that she actually addressed on the Flagrant podcast. So the main things were her talking about popping her pussy and having a rotation in college, which, I mean, what does that sound like to you guys? But she clarifies it as something else. Then she tells another story about inviting a guy over from Tinder and her waking up in her butt hurting or being sore. I mean, again, you guys can take what you want from that, but she clarifies that. Plus the orgy that she spoke about multiple times with her and Akaash's friend. And then lastly, her dodging his kisses. There's so many videos of her dodging his kisses that even if they're edited, she had to come out and talk about it and say that she realized or didn't realize that she was doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys her original clips, and then after I'll show the responses on Flagrant. And yeah, you guys just let me know down in the comment section below if you think that this girl was really a virgin before meeting Akaash, and also if you think that she is the prude that she says she is, because if you're talking like this, baby, it's because you are like this. Period.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So for context, I went to college from 2011 to 2016. The top 4 songs when I came back for my sophomore year: Click, Pop That, Bands Make Her Dance, Birthday Cake, the 2 Chainz, Birthday is Your Birthday. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses. I was shopping at Rainbow. I was eating buffalo chicken wraps every day. I was straightening my hair with my French tips. You could not tell me nothing. And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So it's
Popping pussy.
Yeah. Let's just get some definition.
Okay.
We're gonna any terms that you might need to know the actual meaning of. Alex is here to break it down.
I thought it was just dancing, getting dressed up, and maybe that was my mistake.
Yeah.
So I acknowledge that.
Look at this. Big one.
Yeah, the act of getting dressed up, looking fly as hell, wearing a minimum of 3-inch heels, preferably higher, and dancing your ass off into the wee hours of the morning. That was what I was doing.
Yeah, this is white people's definition of it. This is what, guys, what do you think popping pussy is?
Is it true that you said that there was a rotation of guys?
A roster. Yeah, what is a roster mean to you?
What does this mean?
You guys have to understand, have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
Never.
Yes.
I was, you know. Okay. So I was.
His Catholic school was in his living room. Imagine how repressed he was.
I was a repressed Indian girl that I didn't even watch Jersey Shore in high school because I felt it to be too inappropriate. So when I got to college, I'm like, oh my God, I can dress however I want. I can do whatever I want.
You can have a roster of frat boys.
But
What does a roster mean?
so it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant 2 guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people
When
think you
I
meant
mean
fucking.
hooking up, I just meant making out. Again, everything I say is so amplified and hyperbolic because it's so incongruous to who I actually am as a person.
Right. So you're saying you're a big old prude.
Yeah, literally.
Now, I will be honest, as much as I was heartbroken by what was going on with you guys and definitely with, Akaash, my brother, there was a little part of me that was it would be hilarious to come in here and find out you had a huge roster and was lying about being a virgin this whole time.
It'd be funny for you.
It would have been heartbreaking for you.
All right, now I don't know about you guys, but I'm not buying anything she's saying or her excuses. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and play the next clip for you guys.
Okay, I have 2 butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder. This was before Bumble or Hinge. This was in the OG days of the app. And this guy, he was some, how do you say, half Asian, baddie.
Asian?
Weijin. Yeah, Weijin. Actually, in the Bay. That's when I was living in the Bay Area. And I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore. Oh my God. And
Was there anything that specifically bothered you or, yeah?
I mean, I think people talking about the sore butthole story, because that was more kind of like an assault story, but I didn't want to label it as such because I didn't think it was super traumatizing and I had already shared one.
Right.
And I feel like the internet has a quota for girls of like how many assault stories they could share, regardless of if it's true or not. Like, obviously, I didn't.
You think the internet would be like, oh, every story she tells us she's
that's why
getting assaulted.
I didn't want to do that. That's why I was like, oh, this happened. I didn't really say it's okay.
So what happened, if you don't mind saying?
Well, I mean, so I was living in San Francisco, working on
Definitely
my
a
internship.
butt thing would happen there. Not shocking at all.
Yeah.
This is like when Tinder first came out. There was no Bumble. There was no Hinge.
Now, is it me or is anyone else thinking, what does living in San Francisco or Hinge not being out yet and being on Tinder have to do with any of this? Every time she gets ready to answer to or explain some of the comments that she had made, she's either giving us a disclaimer about being a sheltered Indian girl, which at this point, most of us don't even believe anymore, or she's giving us background details that don't really matter instead of getting straight to answering the question. And I mean, most of us recognize this behavior from when someone is clearly lying to you and trying to buy time so they can keep making up a story on the spot.
I met this guy on Tinder, whatever. Like, we were like just feeling like the vibes, and I stupidly was like, oh, you can sleep over, but like not really wanting to hook up that much, because again, for me, like I was just like, okay, maybe we can make out and just like whatever and cuddle. But then I guess he like wanted.
Was this guy Indian?
No, he was like Asian.
He took it very differently than, I've learned this translation.
Wait, what do you mean?
An Indian guy might understand what an Indian girl means when she says we're hooking up. It doesn't mean we're fucking.
There's something conservative.
I think most American people
I was thrown off by her inviting him over. Because when I've been invited over, that usually means, oh, we're fucking.
No, I know. That was, again, stupid decision on my part. I was like 21. So it's like, I really just like, I don't know, like I just was making bad decisions all around. So it's like, but I was like, okay, like we'll kiss, whatever. I don't remember, honestly, I don't even remember too much, but I just remember him like trying to like sneak a finger. And I was like, no, we're not doing that. Yeah. But like then the next day, like it was like kind of feeling sore, but it wouldn't, like if it had been anything else, it would, that would have been a whole other story. It would have been like, it would have teared something,
Yeah.
I mean, Andrew's yeah, says enough and kind of says what we're all thinking. But anywho, let's get into her wanting to have an orgy with her podcast co-host husband, which is also Akaash's friend, Nav.
Can I just say, like not in a weird way, he's so good looking.
Oh, thank you.
And would y'all ever have an orgy together with your husband? Priya, I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so fucking good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
No, I kind of love it, but I'm like, us for it? Okay, maybe.
I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
I saw that and I was like, why would she even joke around about that?
Yeah.
With Akaash there, and like, what was the what was the backstory to that?
Now looking back, like it's been pointed out to me, and I get that. I feel like for us, I think I learned so much of my humor from Akaash, not to like justify it, but just to explain like, oh, if I say these absurd things, it's so funny because it's not who I actually am.
Right.
But I kind of forgot that like the internet doesn't know all these multi-dimensions of my personality. So they're just seeing this one thing.
Right.
So the orgy joke started with like Akaash being like, oh, Nav's really hot. Like Akaash would show Nav's picture to his trainer or whatever. Because he's like really like, ripped or whatever.
I will say also, if she had a body count, I would have been like, hey, cut that. But because she doesn't, and I know how like innocent she actually is.
Oh, you are a virgin? That's real?
I wasn't a virgin until I met him, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so it sounds like they really believe her. Me too. But anyways, let's get to the last and final topic, which is her discussing the many videos that surface of her blocking kisses from Akaash and just looking like she's not attracted to him.
The ducking the kisses. That was, those are, listen.
These ones piss me off.
That I'm guilty of. I'm
These
guilty
ones
of
pissed
that.
me off, and I didn't like it one bit, and I need you to explain yourself immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to know.
Honestly, I
Also, can
didn't-
I just say that
Yeah.
I would watch the videos and I would die laughing. As a friend who loves him, I would die laughing because
No.
they edited it so perfectly where like he's going in and then it just right at the last minute. But he's already got his lips pursed, so he gotta commit to the kiss. Do you always duck his kisses when there are not people around?
No, not when there aren't people around, just when there are people around. And I never even
That's
knew.
worse.
I never. I didn't
Explain
know.
yourself.
I didn't know that I
Tell
did
us
that.
why.
I didn't know that I did that, so I really sat and thought about it. So I think it's a few things. I think it's like.
You really sat and thought
Yeah,
about it.
because I was like, okay, maybe it's like the repressed Indian girl thing where it's like I get a little bashful, I do get a little shy, despite what the internet thinks.
Most Indians do. I'm the exception.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
give a
I
fuck.
also get overstimulated because Akaash does it a lot, like every 30 seconds, like a little bit.
So again, guys, you let me know what you think in the comment section below. I think we've heard enough, and my honest opinion is that Jasleen is using the term virgin very loosely. Have you ever met those super Christian or Catholic girls that claim to be virgins, although they've done everything in the book from BJs to HJs to even anal, but since they haven't specifically done vaginal sex, they claim to still be virgins, although they're still engaging in sexual activities as well as still committing sins? So if she was actually a virgin when her and Akaash met, which I will let you guys decide. I mean, you can take what she's saying with a grain of salt. But what I'm gathering from this, if you read between the lines, is technically she is still considering herself a virgin because although she's engaged in sexual activities and had a roster and was popping her pussy, she still never technically engaged in vaginal intercourse, according to her. So with that theory, she can still technically consider herself a quote-unquote virgin. But again, guys, don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you think about this situation. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.